The Last of Us Part 2 seems to be a really good game at the end of the day, and this is all coming from the guys who've already played the game and who've got the review copies of the game much early. Now I know that the game has an embargo till June 12th and they're not supposed to be giving out reviews on the game yet, but these reviewers have been teasing us with how they actually feel about the game after they fully completed it. Now one of them is Cory, who is the writer and director of the God of War games, and he seems to have received a review copy of The Last of Us Part 2, and it looks like he has already beat the entire game, and last night he tweeted out something really interesting to Naughty Dog, which says, "Hey yo Naughty Dog, yes," with a heart emoji of course. Now it is very clear by the looks of it that Cory is actually enjoying The Last of Us Part 2 and he seems to have beat the entire game by now. Now I actually heard from a few people that have played the game early that The Last of Us Part 2 is actually going to take 36 hours and 15 minutes long to beat the full game. Now comparing this to a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, that game was actually 40 to 60 hours long. Now if this turns out to be true, then The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be one of the biggest single player story game for sure. Now I actually read this information on Twitter last night, but unfortunately I forgot to take a screenshot of this and now I couldn't really find the source of this information. So if you guys do come across anything related to the game being 36 hours long, then please do let me know on Twitter. Just tag me anywhere you possibly can so that I can go and take a closer look into what actually is going on with the game's full size. But looking at what I've heard so far is that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be 36 hours and 15 minutes long game. Now the game's download size is confirmed to be 80 gigabytes, and after the installation of the game, it would probably run up to 100 gigabytes. And remember that this is not even an open world game, and this is just a single player story mode game, and it is already 100 gigabytes in size, which is already massive, and it seems like the game has a lot of content to offer for sure. Now moving on to the next one, we have a good news as well as a bad news, and why not start off with the good news of course, right? So last night one of a French game reviewer named Maxime TLOU, who has also beat The Last of Us Part 2 review copies, said that the leaks on the internet are not entirely true. Now if you guys have read the plot leaks from 4chan, then it has now been confirmed to be completely fake and none of those plots are said to be true. But unfortunately we don't really have any confirmation about the gameplay clips and the cutscenes, which are really unknown at the moment. And Maxime TLOU says that Troy Baker was actually right. You might think that you know it all, but you don't. Now I don't know if he means to say the video clip spoilers or the 4chan story plots, but he points out that even if you have been spoiled already, it seems like the game is going to be very different from what you have imagined. So whatever we think we know, it seems like we actually don't. And now let's move on to the bad news. We have now confirmation coming in that The Last of Us Part 2 is actually banned in the Middle East. And they say that it was due to Dina and Ellie's kissing scene in the game, so the Middle East government are not willing to support this game in their region. So all the pre-orders and sales for The Last of Us Part 2 have been completely cut off in Middle East. So if you guys are from any of the countries in the Middle East region, then unfortunately you're not going to be able to buy the game either digitally or even physically. But if you guys want to play the game no matter what, then there is always going to be a loophole, which is by creating a United States PlayStation account and buying The Last of Us Part 2 on your US account. And by doing this, you might be able to play the game by using a VPN in order to run it. But other than that, unfortunately, there isn't any other way since these rules are actually made by the Middle East government, so there isn't much option left here either. Now we are getting a brand new gameplay for The Last of Us Part 2 in a few hours in the new episode of PlayStation State of Play, and I'm going to be streaming the event live with my reaction to the gameplay on this channel, so make sure you guys join the stream and come say hello. And if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Cyberpunk 2077, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn the bell notifications on, so that way YouTube can let you know when my new videos are released. And I'm also doing a giveaway of The Last of Us Part 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the winners will be chosen a day before these games releases, so you will still get the pre-order edition of these games. So all you have to do to win this giveaway is simply stay active on the channel and also on my Twitter community. And by staying active, I don't mean spam the comments or even my Twitter feeds. Just try to be helpful to the community and be nice to people in the comment section, and the most active subscriber will be getting the free digital download codes. Now if you guys did enjoy this video or found this information valuable, then please don't forget to leave a like, as your support is very much appreciated. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care fams, and goodbye.